Hey scientists, we just learned a little bit about the sun from a PowerPoint, and now we're going to read a book on the sun to learn some more information. You can watch this, or you can go on Epic Books and look up the book and just read it yourself, either one, because this story is from Epic Books, which you have on your single sign-on screen. So we're going to read about the sun today, and it says the sun is the Earth's closest star. It gives Earth light and keeps the planet warm. But what if the sun suddenly disappeared? A lot would change. It would always be night on Earth. Without sunlight, plants could not make food. Most plants would die and the planet would get very, very cold. Deep freeze. In the first week without the sun, Earth would get cold. Temperatures would be around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 0 degrees Celsius. So if water freezes at 32 degrees, that's when you can get snow. So it would get freezing cold. After 1 year, it would be much worse. Oceans would freeze over. So that's what this is. This is the Earth frozen. Only tiny creatures could live beneath the ice. It's clear Earth needs the sun. And our little caption over here says the sun is about 4.6 billion years old. Wow. Here's our solar system. The sun is at the center of the solar system. Planets circle around the sun. So we've got the sun and the planets go around. The sun's gravity pull, and we'll talk about gravity a little bit more next week, or the next week after that. The sun's gravity pulls Earth and 7 other planets to it. The sun also holds dwarf planets like Pluto in orbit. The sun isn't the only star with a solar system. Other stars are part of solar systems too. So here's our solar system and the planets and the sun. And the caption at the bottom says Earth's solar system has at least 149 moons. Wow. They circle dwarf and regular planets. The planet's gravity keeps moons in their orbits. So we just always think of Earth and our one planet, but there's 149 in our solar system that we know of. I'm sure there's more that we don't know of. So this is a diagram of our solar system. A diagram shows parts of things, and it's showing the different planets, the different parts of our solar system. So here's the sun in the middle, and we have Earth over here and our little moon over here. So you can see, we think Earth is pretty big, but when you compare it to the sun, we're teeny tiny, right? Look at Pluto over there, teeny tiny. Venus, Mercury. Okay. Right here it says a star's color depends on its temperature. Blue stars are the hottest. Red stars are cooler. It's kind of different because you kind of think that red would be hotter because red's like the color of fire. But the blue stars are the hottest. Earth's sun started out as a cloud of gas and dust. That is how all stars begin. Gravity then pulled the cloud of gas and dust into a clump. Heat in the center of the clump grew, and in time the clump's main gas changed. It became a different gas. That change created energy, and the energy makes the sunshine. There's some good cause and effect there. So here is the life of a star. We start up here. Remember, if you can't see, you can go on Epic Books. Clouds of gas and dust called nebulas form photostars. Photostars become stars. Once stars form, they go through several stages. So we go from here to the red giant. After millions to billions of years, most of the star's fuel has burned. The star's outer layers expand, which means it gets bigger, and it glows red. Then we come down to a dwarf star, a white dwarf. A star becomes a white dwarf when all of its fuel has burned. Only the core remains. The core is the middle part, like the apple core is the middle part of the apple. And then a black dwarf. The star slowly cools. It becomes too faint to detect, which means faint means light in color, and detect means you can see it. So once it gets here, you can't really see it. That's pretty. Our caption there tells us what our illustration is. And it says the sun's solar system is part of the Milky Way galaxy. The galaxy has 100 to 400 million stars. Pairs, clusters, and galaxies. Stars can have partners. Two stars that orbit each other are part of a binary system. Binary means two. Scientists believe binary systems develop when a star first begins to form. The clump of dust and gas splits into two, and then two stars form. Large groups of stars can also be found in space. Scientists call them star clusters. Some clusters have a few hundred stars. Other clusters have millions. Gravity holds the cluster together. Galaxies are giant groups of stars, and they can have trillions of stars. Wow. A light year measures the distance. It's how far light travels in 1 year. 1 light year is about 3.9 trillion miles. Whoa. Famous stars in the night sky. Earth's sun is just one of many famous stars. Polaris is another well-known star. Many people call it the North Star. Sirius is the sky's brightest star. It's more than 25 times brighter than the sun. 25 times, so that would be blinding. Yep. The star is 8.6 light years from Earth. Alpha Centauri is the third brightest star. Alpha Centauri is even closer to Earth. It is 4.3 light years away. Okay, a closer look at the sun. We have our caption over here. It says the Earth's diameter. Diameter means distance around the middle. Okay, is about 7,926 miles. So around Earth is almost 8,000 miles all the way around. Like other stars, the sun is made of gases. These gases are extremely hot. The sun's surface is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Its center is a whopping 27 million degrees. 27 million degrees in the middle. So obviously the hottest part of the sun is at the core in the middle. Whoa. Okay, I know this page is sideways, but I don't know how to flip it. So if you want to see this diagram, this is showing the parts, the center of the sun, the core where it's hottest. Remember we said 27 million degrees. You can go on Epic Books and find this book. So tomorrow we're going to do some more things with the sun, and we learn lots of cool facts. So your extension extra activity, if you want to go online and Google the sun and do some research and wow mom and dad, that would be awesome. See you tomorrow.